Okay, so here's the verification part for this. I'm gonna hit the reset switch on this GameCube that has no controllers in it. And now we have it playing this, right? How is that happening?
We appear to have a Ray present.
Yep.
Hello. Oh, if you need to do your rant, Colin wanted to have this go first. This is like another 6 or 7 minutes. And then we can get to a programming stream with programming ranting.
I mean, it's cool, whatever.
Cool. So what you've been seeing so far in this video is a resync of Mickey's Chase for the Game Boy. It is a Japanese release of the game. The USA release was Mickey's Dangerous Chase, whereas the original Japanese release was just Mickey's Chase. So this one has a lot of really intricate lag to emulate, especially around sprites, and the older emulators didn't really try to handle that properly, and they also failed to handle it as it would apply to the Game Boy Color, because this is a Game Boy game. So when you play it back on the Game Boy Color, it has some additional color palettes, and those introduce extra lag. So if you're going to sync it with the Game Boy Player, which is effectively a Game Boy Color running on a Game Boy Advance mode, then you have to properly emulate the timings of the lag with all of that extra palette transfer on the sprite.
So weird.
The game or the timings?
Both.
And what's going on with the GameCube not having any controllers in it is that the inputs are being read off of this SD card here, this guy, and being sent directly from the SD card, timestamped by the clock cycle, to the Game Boy Player, which is this brick on the bottom of the GameCube.
That technically counts as console verification, though?
Oh yeah, because the Game Boy Player is a literal Game Boy Advance. Yep. So it's like usually the Game Boy Player has a GameCube controller you would hook up, and it would send the GameCube controller inputs to the Game Boy Player through the GameCube. But we just hijack that system and instead send them off of the SD card. So we're effectively using the GameCube like we use the TAS TM32 board to maintain.
Just cutting out the middleman.
Yeah.
Hey Kevin, look at chat.
122L.
I'm at a loss for words.
Oh.
I can help myself.
Alright, time for Lag City.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Hey Nimix, how you doing?
Hello, Nimix. We are currently doing a console verification.
A console verification of my movie.
Yes, this is Game Boy Mickey's Chase by Colin EZGames69.
Also Memory, this is also her input as well.
And Memory TAS.
The one and only. Is there like an SD like equivalent to for Game Boy?
What?
I always forget the name. It's the like the SD thing for Super Nintendo where you can get
The SD2 NES?
Oh, yeah. Yes, it's called, what is it called? I have one for the Game Boy Advance, but there's also ones for the EverDrive X5.
Okay.
That's
Do you
what
have
it's
that
like.
or no?
No, I don't have one of those. I need to get one at some point. I have a...
You're like one of the You're like one of the few people that actually need that.
Yes. I have an easy flash for GBA, and I use that to load the controller homebrew more easily to make the Game Boy SP controller.
Oh, okay. Is that so? You can pretty much put any Game Boy Advance game on there.
Yeah.
So you could also technically try to sync anything on there, or is that not possible?
I could sync. I think I could sync Game Boy Advance on there, but I can't put GB and GBC on it because it's completely different hardware.
Okay. Here's a big leg spike.
We did it! Again!
Hey! We did it!
So, console verified.
Hmm.
I actually will be right back.
Sounds good.
Hashtag verified. Oh boy. Can you dump Game Boy Advance games the same way you can do Game Boy, or?
Well, that's what we were talking about. We want to write the Lua for it. We will need to see if we can write the Lua for it.
Couldn't somebody do that? Or somebody did do that with Sonic Advance, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but
is that
those are
for that
actually VBA movies.
No, one of them is BizHawk.
One of them is? Okay. Well,
One of them is using MGBI, I believe.
I asked Extremes about it, and he said there isn't currently a script to do it. So, but it'll be like really easy to implement. It'll be basically the same script as the Game Boy and Game Boy Color one.
Nice. What is the likelihood of it being syncing? Of if it's syncing though?
I have no
Probably
idea.
probably not as good as the Game Boy one.
It's just really untested. So I don't really know how accurate MGBA is. Not because I don't think MGBA is good, it's just because it's not been tested at all.
I mean, there's always updates to it, so it's probably still working its way up there.